Back with us live in our studio, and we're talking all about the state of the media today in South Africa, which is always a hot topic that has many debating. And although the individual journalists often get lost in the big picture of things, particular standouts individuals were honoured at this year's Journalist of the Year Awards. And we're chatting to three of them who came away with the awards: Chelsea Geach from the Cape Argus, photographer at Volksblad, Conrad, Bornman, and online journalist for Daily Maverick, Rebecca Davis. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for taking the time to see us this early in the morning. So Chelsea, I'll start off with you as the winner of the Editor's Choice Award. Firstly, congratulations on that. And with a lot of newspapers seeing a big decline in terms of production because there's a huge movement to online media consumption, how are you guys managing at Cape Argus to stay ahead of the curve?
Well, I mean, newspapers everywhere are struggling against the circulation slump, and we certainly feel that at the Cape Argus as well. We've got a readership of just under 350,000, but it is an aging readership because, you know, young people just don't buy newspapers. So even though a lot of our content is geared towards a younger audience, we have to meet that audience where they're consuming news, which is online. So we're very excited about the new My Independent app.
Okay.
And we're working on our Twitter following of 16,000 so far.
That's a very good start.
So and Independent Online is still one of the biggest and best places for news about South Africa online. The rusty cogs of digital development are starting to turn at Independent. I certainly hope they catch up fast enough because the Cape Argus is not done with this town. I mean, there's still so many thrilling and important stories to tell. So it's just a matter of telling them on the right platform.
That's very true. And stories which are told through photography sometimes not just writing, and that's where you come in there, Conrad, as the winner of Photography of the Year for your collection of work called Karretjies Mense So Uitgedruk. I wanted to say the official name, the entire thing. But how important do you think it is to have accurate photography in reporting and in journalism, in depicting the actual story, not just maybe sometimes using generic imagery?
Yeah, I think it's very important. I mean, the actual image adds to the story. It's not just a visual presentation of what's happening. So using generic photographs, I think it challenges the credibility of the news agency or website. Because, I mean, with today's social media, camera, cell phones, you know, public journalists, it's almost unthinkable not to have a breaking news photo of the event.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, so yeah, if you don't have that anymore, it puts you back as a news agency.
Yeah, we're seeing some of your images right now, and they look absolutely fantastic. Karretjies Mense, I need to see that collection. But when I read the following statistic, I can't help but feel a little bit sorry for you as well, where journalism was named the 8th most stressful job to have in the world by Forbes in 2014. So, Rebecca, what do you think it takes to become a good journalist, especially when you think of that and all the challenges that you guys face on a daily basis?
I think coming from the platform of online, I would say the #1 most important thing is never, ever to read the comments.
Wow.
I'm not even being facetious.
Isn't that good feedback, though?
It can be.
Yes.
It can be, but there's also the possibility for this just like outpouring of bigotry and rage, which can really put you off your game, I think. You do get some helpful feedback, and that's obviously wonderful, and it's lovely to hear from readers. But I think you absolutely cannot take that stuff onto personally, especially in the digital realm where a lot is anonymous and there's a lot of space for people to really be quite outrageous.
Very, very true. But congratulations once more for all of your successes at each of your individual publications, and we hope for even greater work to come in the future.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. Now we move on to comic books. If you're a fan, well, comic books and graphic novels are fast becoming, or going from the fringe to becoming a lot more mainstream, with a smorgasbord of Hollywood adaptations and exhibitions from all across the world showcasing the best of the art form. Now, one such comic art exhibition that took place in Durban recently brought together the best in comic art illustrators and fans from all across South Africa to showcase what's on offer.